Oh, welcome back to Trials of Mana. We are back in Rabbite Forest, all the way from episode 2? Yeah, episode 2. Only now, the Rabbites are bright pink. And hit a hell of a lot harder. Because they're level 14. And I'm level 24. Because I've got...
I feel like I could defeat any enemy.
Because I'm just keeping the quadruple experience on now. Allegedly, that is fine. Expert mode was designed for you to just be massively overleveled. But it's really weird to be this high level and yet have just 2 spells. That's really weird.
All done.
But yeah, I can't have more spells yet because
It is unwise to get in our way.
I'm only the first class
Be gone.
and I only have 2 spirits.
Okay. Such power. What can I say? I'm a natural.
I look, you can say a lot of things about Charlotte, but you can't hate that confidence.
It is unwise.
Charlotte knows
to
she's a
get in our
special
way.
lady.
Wind!
Right, come on, Mr. Assassin Hound, get over here.
Are you challenging me?
Oh,
Double slash!
well, I completely missed.
You'll regret this.
Come on. There we go.
Double slash!
Hey, that Rabbi
We
bit
overpowered
for
the
69 damage. But why? This place... Still nothing here. Yeah, I think you need to have Charlotte as protagonist and then during her opening go there. Where's... Oh, yes, it's this way.
Hostile entities! Be careful!
Alright, should be able to get...
Double slash! Wind!
There we go, get a good bit of damage in that way. I also just wanted extra class strike.
You wish!
Getting tired of doing the same one all the time.
And with that, peace has returned.
But that's really soon. Class switches
It
are
is
coming up
unwise to get in
really
our
soon.
way. Are you challenging me? Double slash! All right. All done.
But jeez, by the time we get to do our first class
It
switch,
is unwise to get in our way.
we're almost going to be ready for the second.
The area is clear of threats. We have earned a rest.
Yeah, I think we'll probably barely spend any time in the first class switch.
Hey! Did you see that?
Look. I gotta remember to go back to the Mulbear
I hope
Highlands.
this actually works.
Mini Reese. Yeah, in the old game you could actually do that at will, turn tiny. But more importantly, you could also do it at will to turn big again. And that was actually very useful in certain boss fights, where they like to inflict the mini status on you. And you could just unmini yourself.
three do not look familiar.
Your sleeves are way too
We
long.
just moved into town. Lovely to meet you.
Is it just me, or does something about you smell human?
Human? Ew. I hitched a ride on a human to get here, so his stink must have gotten on me.
Uh-huh. It is hard to avoid those simple, stinky humans.
Most definitely. So, do you happen to know where we can find Dom Perry the Sage?
How about you look for the fellow yourself?
Do we have to ask every Cora Poker in here about Dom Perry?
Careful you don't reveal that you're actually big folk.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they haven't figured that out already. He's an annoying little shit, isn't he? I mean, you've already figured it out. If you haven't figured it out, I'd be very surprised. And, I think I can... I think I can call talking to you charity if that's the case. I saw Dom Perry walking outside a moment ago. Yeah, I think we just talked to him a moment ago. How about you look for the fellow yourself? Yeah, how about you just tell us that you're him? Senile old codger. Yeah. Oh, well, gee, Dom Perry, I thought he was outside. I don't know, but he's not here. Why do I sound a bit like Goofy? But not entirely like Goofy. Haha! Those fairies, they keep walnuts. Okay, these aren't fairies. These are Cora Pokers, which I think is just something vague. I think there's something... Oh yeah, they have a lovely little beach in the remake. It's beautiful. I do really like Cora Poker Village. I just wish I had a reason to be here more than just this one time. It seems like a waste of resources. You know, there's nothing wrong with an RPG reusing places and people. There's a lot of time went into just making this place and making it look nice. And it looks great! But you only ever go here once to talk to one guy. And yeah, okay, in the remake at least they hid treasure all around the place. Where could Dom Perry be? I don't know! Asshole could just be randomly wandering about town. Like right there, I can see him. Everything is humongous, look! No, Sharp, that's not how... It's not that everything's big, it's a... Never mind. You are always small, I guess, so everything is always humongous to you. Ah, yes. Come on, camera, work with me here. Ooh, a silver item seed. The Perry's in the square passing out mushrooms. Wait. Oh. Dom Perry's probably out and about making mischief. Yeah.
Hey, Dom Perry isn't here.
Of course he is. I am he.
What? But I asked if you knew where he was.
When you asked, I was taking a turn around the village. I did not know where I would be at any one moment.
Senile old culture!
What is wrong with this ornery old man? Wow, that's, deep. I suppose.
Come on, that's pretty funny.
What? Do you doubt me, youngin'?
I doubt the need for your sleeves to be that long.
We came for advice, Dom Perry. A horde of mice invaded a Poker homestead near my home in the kingdom of Laurent. Do you know how to help the other Pokers? Please share your wisdom.
My, that is dreadful. Laurent, you say? Oh, I have an idea. First, you must locate the wind elemental, Sylphid.
We would love to find Sylphid, but there is still a wind statue blocking the way, right?
Ah, is that so? Wind is an ever-changing element. But as the world's mana power ebbs, there may be those who have found a way to twist Sylphid's powers for ill.
What?
The wind is restless. Something may have befallen the statue. Regardless, listen well to what I have to say. From one of the mountain paths in Laurent is the entrance to Gust Hall, a dangerous wind labyrinth.
Yeah, I skipped going there
You
because
can
there's no
traverse
point.
the hall by changing the directions of the wind statues to create a path. The rest is up to you. The Windstone can be found deep within. There, you may also find Sylphid. Sylphid can spread the sleep spores from the Somnosa Meadow throughout Citadel Laurent to incapacitate the Navarre agents.
Wait! You knew we weren't Poker the whole time?
It was fairly obvious.
It was obvious. If you were Poker, you would have known that this is the only settlement of our kind in the whole world. Besides,
Tragic, really.
I can tell that you have a fairy within you. We, Poker, can see that you are her chosen one with a single glance. I am not fond of humans myself, but I know that if Fairy is here, the world is in dire peril. We cannot turn a blind eye. Pardon my teasing from earlier. I just cannot help myself. Oh, there is no greater joy.
Well, that was our fetch quest. Now we just have to travel back, and I think that also goes pretty fast. But there is one thing I want to test. I think I'm
Dom
just going to
Perry
do that
gave us
now.
a good lead. Are you ready to retake Laurent?
We cannot delay. Let us be off to Gust Hall. I appreciate all of your help from the bottom of my heart.
Double slash! All right.
Don't let him summon a rabbit!
Strength is flowing through me. It's magical.
I forgot that enemies can do that at this stage. They start summoning allies. I didn't realize that Silktail could already do that. Now what's interesting is that in the old game, there was an enemy cap per encounter. You could only encounter 3 enemies at a time. Which meant that whenever you were in an encounter with 3 enemies, always kill the summoning enemies first.
It's
Because the
enemy.
moment that you drop the enemy count to below 3, they can start using summoning abilities.
You'll regret this. This ought to help. Double slash!
They will refuse to use the summoning abilities
Is
before that.
amazing. I feel so powerful.
But in the remake...
Hostile entities, be careful.
Wait, we are already in combat?
Win!
The enemies haven't even spotted us yet.
Ha! You wish. Double tap!
That twining's really helping.
You haven't seen us. Oh, yes, you have.
Stop!
Alright.
You'll regret this.
Should be able to get all three of them. There we go.
We have so much lucre.
Yep.
If you don't want it, I'll take it.
We have outrageous amounts of lucre. Yeah, I don't want to go into Jad Strong. Don't want to read the sign. Just want to take the thing. Alright. Now, I just want to check if I can use that other statue in the Mulberry Highlands. So, excuse me briefly whilst I do a detour. I'm just going to cut the footage straight up. I'm not even going to show you the entire trip. Not even sped up with music. I'm just going to cut the footage and I'll cut back to when I reach that place in the Mulberry Highlands. Be right back. Okay, I'm back sooner than you might be expecting, but that's because I went to the statue and I can't do anything there yet. So we're just going to continue. We're just going to continue with the plot as is. I just loaded an earlier save to jump back here. And we'll just head straight for Palo.
Dom Perry sure was annoying.
At least we were able to learn what we needed. I owe him a great deal for this help.
And to be honest, his plan is kind of superfluous. And it's not exactly, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that we could use Sylphid to blow the Somnosa flowers into the castle and wipe out the defenses. But hey, back on the Heaven's Way. I'll see you at Gust Hall. Oh, welcome back. We're not quite at Gust Hall yet, but I figured I would start going into regular footage here. Just because we're close. I think it's literally around the next corner. Yeah. Quick check. The surrounding. Now we can skip this fight. Okay. Let's head into the Gust Hall. Again, yeah, I think Corridor of Wind sounds cooler. And I also, whilst doing that whole cut to the Mulberry Highlands thing, I realized that in the remake it's called Mulberry Moors. Which, you know, points for alliteration. But, well, we'll see. A bunch of zombies around a harpy.
It is unwise.
It's a trap! Here, thoughts like, oh no, that woman's in trouble! Ah, please don't poison vomit all over me. There we go. I was trying to line you guys up. Alright, well, reset the same idea. Ow. Hey! Charlotte cast Twinkle Rain. Oh, maybe you should cut it! Oh, yeah, wait, there's treasure here. Well, treasure. A shiny thing. Huh, was there really no music here? Or at least not for the first bit?
Hang on. What happened here? Oh no! Someone might be after Sylphid like Don Perry feared! Hurry!
So yeah, if you go to this place before you talk to Don Perry, there's a wind statue blocking the entrance. Now, the wind statues are... In the original, they just created basically an invisible wall.
This wind is a deterrent. We have to get
But
past
in the
it.
remake, they blow you back and
Can't
forth.
someone do something about these gale winds?
Let's see. I think, yeah, we can cut through here, grab this treasure. And then... Oh, yeah. They did a nice thing in the remake when they remade this area, that you can open up successive shortcuts.
Be careful! This could get ugly.
Oh, no. Gather up. Yeah, nice.
Ha! You wish.
And I can kill the rest. Well, actually, these zombies are really fucking tough. Where's the imp? There he is. Oh yeah, you can lock on. I should just do that if I'm having trouble tracking a monster. Yeah. So, let's see. Oh yeah, this wind statue blows too hard, so you can't get through. So, then you have to press the switch. Oh. And now you can't get through there. But you can get through here. You end up having to do a lot of switcherooning if you want all the treasures.
Come on! Let's help each other!
Hey.
You'll regret this!
Let's see. I can at least
Really help it.
class strike against the wind. I wonder if you could use that to cheese some of the puzzles. Oh well, let's see. Now then, do we leave the switch up this way or not? Oh yeah, no, we have to leave it up this way.
Don't worry, I got this. Wind!
Ah!
Healing light!
Are you challenging me? Double slash!
Ooh, perfect.
My hair keeps getting in my face!
Yes. Ah, perfect. We already have this set so that we can grab this treasure. 2 copper
Leave it
knights.
to me, Wookiee! Wind!
Isn't this also the first time that you start encountering... No, I don't think you start encountering silver knights in this area just yet.
Peace has returned.
Yeah, I believe there's another section of this dungeon which... Wait. Oh yeah, no, okay, you have to switch it that way. Right. I want to go through there to get the treasure chest, which means I need to switch that one. Yeah. Okay.
We should work together to defeat this threat.
Come on, come on.
Wind!
That was a pretty
You
bad
wish.
miss.
Too bad!
Double slash!
Too bad!
Alright,
That was
switch
easy.
that one. And then we can go into this passage. Wait, did I? I messed up. That's okay. We can go around again. And yeah, this little nook here. For a cup of wishes. There we go. Yeah, and then we can pass through here. And then we can open up the shortcut. There we go. So you can come back here faster. Which is useful, because yeah, I'm fairly certain that
Let us
later...
work together to defeat the enemy! Wind! Ah!
You'll regret this.
Later in the game, I think you come back to Gust Hall or something else.
That was exhilarating.
Alright, there's a treasure chest. No, I'm not here. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, this part. I think this part, like, there was a cactus there, so then you need to... no. I'll demonstrate by not fucking up. There we go. Yeah, you could use the wind to blow yourself up here, and there's a cactus that spawns here in this spot. And you need those wind statues to make it across. Like I said, the original, it was just fairly simple. All it was invisible walls. The wind statues.
Come on. Let's help each other.
So this is one of the areas that they majorly redesigned. They add some jumping puzzles and other bits and bobs.
Come on.
Let's spend some of that hard-earned money.
Oh yeah, so this is sneaky. They hard blow you into this room, and the only way to
It is
escape
unwise to
is
get
to
in
fight
our
the
way.
monsters here.
You'll regret this.
Wind!
Alright. There we go.
Well fought.
And having access to instant class strikes at the start of every fight certainly does help speed them up a bit.
We need Sophit's power now more than ever.
There we go. Alright.
Don't
So we
rush
switch that.
me. You try getting through these gale winds.
Leave it to me, lookies.
Ha! You wish.
Bunch of zombies! Go away!
I grew up with the winds in these hills. Leave it to me.
Alright. Right. Then we just skip this room. Ah yeah, this part. This is the most wind statue-y of the wind statue parts. Now let's see. We can't go through there. Yeah, so we need to pass through here to go around this way. And then that locks us out of that area, but we can go this way, which has a treasure chest and a class strike jar, pot thing, and then we can pass through here, and then we can pass through here, and then we have this switch that opens up another bridge, staircase, whatever, which allows us to go down here and grab this without fighting, which gives us a dream read, which you can use to switch the time of day, and then there, yes,
Leave it to me,
You'll
lookies.
regret this.
we are close to where this game turns from pretty nice to really good. Because for me,
Stay true.
the moment that you hit that first class switch,
Flowing through me.
everything changes. And
Magical.
whilst I love this game, like so far it's pretty damn simple, right? But once that class switch sets in, and the first boss fight that comes immediately after it, well, that's when everything
We should work
changes.
together to defeat this threat.
That's like, holy shit,
Wind!
are these actual boss fight mechanics?
You wish.
Something that the original did not have. But the remake actually gives the bosses
Triumph!
Very interesting special attacks. Cause looky,
What's that?
that is the Mana Stone of Wind.
It's a mana stone. This is the first one I've ever seen in person, too. Huh. If the Benevodons sealed within were freed, the whole world would be in such danger.
Cut it out!
Oh, I'm sorry. We're doing what we can to stop it, after all. Come on! Sylphid must be nearby. Whoa! Look at these footprints. Is someone else nearby? Let's check them out.
Now, in the original, you're around level 10 or 12 when you hit this part. In the remake, however, it's quite possible to, even without the quadruple experience, to be level 18-ish in this area, allowing you to do the class switch before this boss fight coming up. Speaking of the class switch, I'll save that for the actual next episode, but for this part, I will introduce the classes.
Try to switch your class.
So for Charlotte, our options are Priestess, with more support bent and healing, high spirit stat, increased healing powers. They can use fire, water, earth, and wind saber magic to help allies with more than just recovery magic. So she can give us elemental physical attacks to really help exploit the power of the elements against monsters and bosses. She also gives us 10% CS gauge when casting healing magic, and gets the jump class strike, staggers an enemy with damaging flail attack. Let's see, stat wise, gets a little bit of a bump to mostly the casting stats. Now then, we go to Enchantress, a class for the fighting healer. In addition to healing, the Enchantress can learn attack magic. They are powerhouses that can take down enemies on their own if necessary. Yeah, you start to get access to summoning spells for damaging, so she can just become an offensive caster as well. Locked abilities. Distress. Attack and magic attack increased by 10% when affected by status effect. Class strike dash. Super fast sprinting that does damage of an area of effect attack. And the Enchantress gets more physical power in addition to magic damage going up. So it's a more mixed class, actually capable of doing a little bit of whacking. And yeah, we'll gain access to debuffs further up the line. Whilst the Priestess, I believe, gets multi-target healing, which is pretty damn useful. I don't think there's a particularly wrong path for me to choose here on Charlotte. Also, because of that mod that I have installed, and because of all the money I've earned, I can afford to buy the class reset items. So nothing is hard locked.
Who is switching classes?
Right, we'll next have a look at Reese.
Try to switch your class.
Right, the Valkyrie. Strengthening support class can boost all stats to help their allies. They help cover parts' weakness by bolstering their strengths. Gain CS gauge of normal attack hits. Surging point of the lance causes damage with the lance surge. Okay, and just straight up stat boost all across the board. Conversely, the Rune Maiden gets far more of an emphasis on powering up, but much better physical attack, less defense. It's far more aggressive class. Anyway, yeah, hold on. Rune Maiden, there we go. Debuffing support class. Rune Maidens can weaken enemies and make it easier for the party to win. Technically speaking, if you do the math, debuffing is stronger, than buffing. Because lowering an enemy's defense stat by 10% leads them to take more damage than if you buff your own strength by 10%. I'm not going to get into the exact math of it here, but just trust me on that. That's how the math works out. Ward runes, stat decrease effect time shortened by 40%. So it also protects us against debuffs. Our debuffs are shortened. Or at least her debuffs are shortened. So yeah. And if the patch did what I think it does, I will get access to the Rune Maiden outfit regardless, because I used Reese in my previous playthrough, and I unlocked all of her dark classes. So I will get, even if we don't pick Rune Maiden, I will get access to the Rune Maiden outfit. So that leads me to want to go Valkyrie and to just unlock more of the... Well, unlock more of the outfits. Angela, same story. I went dark in the previous route.
Who is switching classes? Try to switch your class.
Right. So yeah, we can get Sorceress, variety of spells, can use different types of elemental magic to attack their enemy's weakness. Yeah, the Sorceress gets a lot more spells. Much greater variety. The Mysticist is stuck on all the tier 1 spells except for the Dark spell, which she gets tier 2. Whilst the Sorceress gets all the tier 2 spells for all the elements except Dark. Mr. Good, hindering enemy proficient with dark spells can learn abilities that use their own HP to increase damage of their spells. Yeah, that's why I'm potentially, because of expert mode, thinking of still going Mysticist anyway. Because the ability to sacrifice hit points to hit harder with magic might just be worth it. I mean, it was already worth it on hard difficulty. Angela, as a Mysticist, destroyed everything. It was ridiculous. Then again, this gives us the ability to exploit elemental weaknesses better. And, as I said, I did all the dark classes last time. Magic Burst. Damage from magic increased by 15% when HP at 100%. Oh yeah, that is true. As long as I keep the Black Rabbite's power, I don't use MP. So I will be at MP 100% all the time and get the plus 15% damage boost. Love Typhoon. Magical Heart appears and explodes, dealing damage to the enemy. That's cute. Wrath. Magic attack and defense increase if an ally faints. You know, that's planning for failure. I never like that. Then again, with these AI allies, that's going to happen regardless. Pummel Star is pretty nice. Yeah, let's see. The Mysticist. The Sorceress does get more raw intelligence gain by the looks of it. The Mysticist is a much better rounded class. The Sorceress, however, it seems to just have better int gain. Maybe that's worth it. Oh well. I will let my lovely audience decide a little bit about what to do there. And I will see you all in the next episode when we start with a class switch and then a boss fight. See you then. Bye-bye.